Welcome back to Lily Sin Barreras. Today we have a conversation with a woman who I feel a closeness to, and it's more than just sisterhood. I have the privilege of sharing space with a woman who believes anything is possible and that God has the way. We don't always, but He does. It is not about religion that I want to talk to you about today. I want to talk to you about someone who definitely hears the calling and says, I'm going to do something with this. But starting from zero, and you have to be very brave to do that. So with us, she's not a newcomer on Lily Sin Barreras, but we're going to do this one in English because I want every brother and sister that I have to listen to this. So with us, Pastora Michelle
Ruiz.
No, Pastora Cool. I
Pastora
thought
Cool,
we've
cool.
done this already.
Yes.
The Cool Pastor is my nickname for her. Thank you for choosing Lily Sin Barreras as a place you want to come and share your message. I am so excited about what you're taking on next. Let's start a little bit with what's the calling in your heart? What's happening? So that disturbance, that thing. Oh no, I'm gonna make her cry. You are a pastor. This comes after a whole different journey in your life. So we've done the partying and the dancing and all of that fun stuff. She can dance. I've seen it. And then all of a sudden, I talk to you and you're like, Lily, something is in my heart. Something is in my heart. Tell us a little bit about who Michelle is, first of all.
Well, Michelle is just your ordinary, your ordinary friend, acquaintance, neighbor. I'm no different than anybody else. I fall short from God's glory all the time. And but my heart is to really make a difference, to bring hope to the hopeless, shed light to those that are in the dark, feed the hungry, clothe the naked, and just really make a difference. Because a lot of times we ask ourselves,
Why do you feel like crying?
Because I saw a gleam in your eyes that I've never seen before. Like, there's such a glow. Now you're gonna make me cry more.
I'm so sorry. I want to know where the tears come from.
The tears come from joy, because I've seen a different gleam in your eyes when we spoke today that I've never seen. And you're beautiful already as it is, but the gleam that comes through your eyes today is beyond anything I've seen through you before.
Oh,
So that's
that's beautiful. I only gave her mints. There's no cash involved. So tell us.
It's been embedded in my heart. I was always the mother hen growing up. With my friends, I'd pick them up, drop them off, make sure they got in the house, and always brought people together. And it's been a calling in my heart to really make a difference in people's heart. A lot of times we say,
But you weren't born a pastor.
no.
You were not
But
born
I don't think anybody is. I think that, we're led there. I was, like I shared with you before, born and raised Catholic. And to me, it's not about religion. It's about a relationship with God. I don't consider myself religious. I know a lot of people say you're so religious, and I'm really not. I'm just, human like everyone else. But the difference between other people, like you just get up and do what you have to do. You don't expect anything back. You're not doing it because you want to be known or acknowledged. You do it because it's in your heart. It's embedded in your heart. And that's something that's embedded in my heart. I really, it's just, we complain so much. Like, I've heard people say, why does God allow these things to happen, with the orphans or the hungry or the homeless? But the truth is that God has blessed us so that we can be a blessing unto others. And so we're always full of excuses. And it really, really blows my mind, especially with this new assignment, right? That you call on people and they're like, oh, I don't know if I can make it. I don't have the money, or whatever excuse it is. And it blows my mind because God gave you life every day. I'm not trying to talk about religion, but you are breathing because of God pouring His breath down your lungs. You have eyes that can see, you have ears that can hear, you have clothes, you can walk, you can talk, you can do all things. You have a job, you have a home. And for you to sit there and say, I can't do it, or I don't have the money, or I don't have the time, or I don't think I can sell this, it blows my mind, because these are children. So my next calling and assignment is to go to Uganda.
I was going to take you there.
Is to go to Uganda, Africa, this December. And so we're having a fundraiser on Sunday, October 27th. And so I've been reaching out to people, friends, family, acquaintances, even enemies, right? Who cares? The Lord said that he will use your enemy as a footstool. So with that being said, it just really blows my mind that people always have an excuse why they cannot be a blessing unto other people. Yet these are the same people that say, Lord, Lord, I need this. Lord, Lord, I need that. I need help with this situation. Or I need help with my health. I need help with my finances. Well, we keep asking God, and we never want to pour into the things of God, right?
Just like Mother Nature, we keep thinking that
Right.
it's going to all be okay if we don't take care of the environment.
Right. And the thing is that, God is very clear. He doesn't preach religion. He says, feed my children, take care of my orphans, take care of the widows, take care of, the homeless, give them a home. If they're hungry, give them something to eat. If they're thirsty, give them something to drink. And if they slap you in your face and one cheek, give them the other cheek so that they can whack you again, right?
That's where you lose me. That's when I'm not as Christian as you are.
No, but I'm just saying that all in the joke. But the truth is that the Lord has called us to be a blessing. And a lot of times we say to ourselves, I don't have the money. Well, you know other people that may have the money. And you may not have $20 or $100, but you have maybe $5. And if you don't have it, then get somebody that does have the money, and they can sponsor you, or they can make a donation, right? Or they can be a volunteer. There's always something that we can all give. There's always something that we could do. If that means, let me take off my shoes because I have 20 other pairs, here, bring them to the kids. If that means, let me take off my jacket, let me get some clothes from my kids, here. There's always something that we can always do. Whether it be here, whether it be Uganda, it doesn't matter where. I want people to understand that there is over 180 million orphans in the nations. Over 180 million. Uganda alone, which is where God has called me for this assignment, because this is my first assignment, has over 2.5 million orphans, just Uganda, and over 1.3 million orphans have AIDS, HIV and AIDS. Now we sit here and we complain of the things that we don't do, we don't have, but the reality is we have everything that we need here. If we don't look for it, we have to do some research. We have to, go to some people, go to places and wait a little while. But we have the resources here. I don't care what anybody says. We have resources here. But those children out there, they don't have anything. They're deep down inland. They have no electricity. They have a well for water. They have one meal a day. They can't even bathe like you and I. They don't have shoes. They sleep in the stucco. So when it's rain, they get all muddy. And for us to sit here and say, I do not have money, or I can't sell them, I don't know who to sell them to, when so many people sell tickets for the fundraiser to be a blessing to these children. So our goal is to build an orphanage and to accommodate 100 children. That is our goal. That's what God put in my heart. To build an orphanage and to purchase 50 double beds so that it will sleep 100 children, and to buy a vehicle because they're so inland that there's no possible way for them to be able to get anywhere close to a medical facility. So children have died because there's no way for them to get to them. They don't have transportation. So it's just a stirring and a burning in my spirit that people say, I don't know if I can sell it. And I know I'm repeating myself, but I need people to understand. We have what those children need. And that is something that no money can buy. And that should be compassion and love, empathy for other people that don't have all that we have. Like, we were having a conversation. We have all these clothes. What clothes am I going to wear? These children don't have all these clothes. These children, if they're lucky, if they have 1 or 2 pairs of clothes for the whole week. So it just really irritates me when people say, I don't have the money. I have family and friends and people that I know, and I look at them, and the flesh of me wants to be like, right? But the Spirit of God would be like, just pray for them. Just pray for them and love them from afar. Pray for them. Because they're going to have to deal with me later. Yeah. And I would hate to be them having to deal with the consequences. Because we are all held accountable for our actions, whether they're good or not good. We will pay the
that's
consequences.
just life.
That's just life.
That's just life.
That's just life.
So I wanna talk a little bit about the fact that when you say calling, so I want to bring our brothers and sisters closer. I understand what you say because we share lots of space and lots of things in common. I am a woman of faith. I'm not afraid of saying that. I think the universe is much more than what we think. We go to different churches. We don't belong to the same churches. We rejoice together sometimes.
Amen.
We dance together. We have cried together. So we're talking about really taking care of our people. And in the definition of our people, you're challenging that definition. You're getting out of the box. And some people would say to you, listen, Pastora, we have orphans here. Why are you going to Uganda? And when I asked you that question, which was not in that frame, listening to your calling, like an artist listens to their music. You just asked one of the young men who are on my team, do you sing? And he said, yes. And the next question was like, do you rap? And he said, yeah, I've done some things. So you are saying, this is where my song is. This is where I hear the music. And that is something to honor and respect. So I want to bring it right down to the nitty gritty. When we talk about a calling, I mean, some people have the calling to be a nurse. Some people have a calling to be the doctor, the janitor. Don't mess with janitors, man. You have no idea what can happen to you if you mess with a janitor. Your calling is to go to Uganda, but there is a pastor that went there. A minister, I'm sorry, that went there before you on solely faith. On a one-way ticket.
A one-way ticket, yes. Melissa LeBron, she's a minister. She's out of West Haven. She has a ministry called AIM, which is Angels in Ministry, and it's all about healing. It's all about healing and helping.
A young woman.
Yes, she's young. She's younger. Yes, because I'm young and she's younger than
We're
me,
about
so
the
she's
same
very
age.
young.
We can say that. I can say that.
But yeah, she went solely in faith. The Lord placed it. She believed that God placed it in her heart to go. And she went in faith. God has called her to full-time ministry just like me. Doesn't have a secular job. She relies solely on God. And so she went, and she was there almost an entire month. And she slept where the kids sleep. She ate like what the kids ate. Like she literally, God placed her in a position that she needed to understand the need that was there. It was crucial. And so people will say, like you said, why go to Uganda when we have orphans here? Again, there's resources here. Over there, they don't have the resources we have. And I know I'm not trying to be religious and bring the word, but I have to bring the word into this because God said go into the nations. He didn't say go to your backyard. He didn't say go to your friends or your family, because the Bible says even demons go to their friends and their family. He said go into the nations. Go where there is a need. Go help the widows. Go visit the sick people. Go visit the people that are in prison. We forget about those. One morning not too long ago, I woke up and I saw a vision God was showing me, and there was such an outpour of cry. And the women were running out like they were in an abyss. Like they were just in an area where they were just crying out. And when one of them touched me in this vision, in this vividly vision, she said, please help me. I am shattered and I am broken. And so there's so many people that are shattered and broken, yet we bypass them. We look at them and we don't even say, hi, how are you doing? Or if we see them, we say, oh, poor person, God bless them. Well, no. How can I help you? How can I feed you? Do you have a place to stay? Why are we not doing that? We call ourselves Christians. We call ourselves, whether Catholic,
You're calling everybody out today.
No, yes, because I've been in positions and I've seen, right, Christians, no matter what denomination, calling themselves that they pray to God and they believe in God and all this stuff, yet they will bypass a homeless person. So stuff like that really irritates me, because God hasn't called us to do that. God has called us to be a blessing unto others. I'm sorry, this is very passionate.
So the cameraman is over there saying, you got 3 minutes. You've done an excellent job at doing this, but I want to convert some of these words. So if you want to be part of this fundraiser, which I think everybody is, and I put my money where my mouth is. Everybody who knows me knows that. So if I bring you on, you know that I believe in something. We went to Puerto Rico on a penny. We've done other events on a penny. You allowed me to be part of an event which I had no money for, and you found a way to bring me there. We are already selling tickets. We've been committed to buying 3 tickets because that's what I can afford right now. But it's not so much about how you hear the message, but can you hear the message? So children are hungry. Basic need, food. People are not being clothed. Kids are sick. We're talking about AIDS. We're talking about an illness that can really take you away. Okay? They were not asking for this. There was no activity in their lives. They were born. Okay? They were born. That's all that happened there. They were born. They're living in crisis. So what child of yours would you like to live in that matter? So I would invite you to think about, okay, you don't like the religious stuff. I'm cool. I don't like the religious stuff either.
Neither do I, for the record.
But I want to make sure that when I go home tonight or when I sleep, my granddaughter, my daughter, my family, I feel like I've done my job. So as a community, are we going to do our job? So when is this fundraiser? Because we'll be there. I will.
So the fundraiser is going to take place at the Marriott in Hartford, downtown Hartford, Connecticut, at the Marriott. Sunday, October 27th, from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's going to include dinner and entertainment, and obviously we're going to have a presentation, and we're going to show you all the pictures of the children. And it's $55. So it's dinner, entertainment, a presentation. We're going to have raffles. You can make donations. You can donate certificates, gift cards, baskets for the raffles. You can sponsor us. You can partner with us. And so if you want more information, you're more than welcome to call me at 203-214-6682.
We'll put all of that, they make sure they put all of that in the show. Do I have 10 seconds? Okay. I want you to know that I am very proud of you. I truly believe in your mission and what you're doing. You scare the daylights out of me because, you know, when I think you're doing 3 steps, you're doing 10, and when I think you're doing 10, you're doing 15. So buy the jet. All of us will go with you. Well, at least the younger crew will go. I'll wait for them at the airport. But I want to congratulate you already because it's done. It is done. You're going to do it. It's going to be wonderful, and we're going to be there to help you in any which way. You know I love you.
I love you.
And that comes from the heart. Put your money, invest in your community. Is your community Uganda? Yes, they're the children of God. Right. So if you have the magic wand, think about it. Check your pockets, you know what's that little spot in our cars that we always put a couple of cents in?
Yeah, or that jar at home where you keep putting change in there.
Take that out, call Michelle, take it right there, and they'll make the arrangements for you to receive it. Make sure that God blesses your family by you blessing someone else.
Absolutely. Thank you.